Evening, folks. Nick the Forester here, back with another video tonight. I made a handful of them tonight showing some saws, and got some more I want to show y'all. Got some parts in, ready, kind of re-energized after taking some time off. Been on some road trips, been wide open, and finally decided to slow down. Actually, earlier tonight I was letting the phone charge, and I cleaned up a bunch of trash that had collected in the shop. My bench is still covered, but at least I can see the floor again. It's been a while. So making some progress, trying to straighten my act up, I guess you could say. I've just been running and gunning in the last couple months, trying to get stuff in, get stuff going, and haven't been doing my due diligence on keeping the shop somewhat organized. I wouldn't say clean, because it isn't. But at least now the trash is out, see the floor, can move around, moving some saws around, making some more space. But quit jabbering on that. We got some new stuff in for the Forma 372 build that I'm going to try to do for hopper stock. I'm really going to try to make it. I really want to run this saw in the Clone Wars, I guess, for it. I believe that's what they're running, is 372 stock bore. We just picked up, I'll show it to you. This is a Hyway cylinder kit, 372, 50mm. Y'all see it right there. So it's gonna be stock bore at least. Definitely ain't gonna be stock ported, but now we can actually start making some moves on this saw. So I'm gonna pull this old cylinder off. We're gonna start getting to work. We're gonna see what our squish is without a base gasket, if we can run it like that. Can't figure out what kind of base gasket we can run and have fairly tight squish. I'm just taking this whole cylinder off, and then one thing I'm gonna do probably right at the beginning is compare the cylinders. This is Farmtech cylinder. The big bore was a Farmtech cylinder. We finally got a Hyway for it, which I was pretty impressed with the Hyway for this 268 build. So I'm sure this 372 is gonna be no different. I'm sure it's gonna be a very good quality. As far as aftermarket goes, so we will see. Set that up there out of our way. That one's good. Go ahead and pull this guy. That guy's good to go. Pull it off. Go. Let's see, where's our, is this the one that likes to get stuck? I believe so, it is. So, there we go. Get that off. Try to get her, I say this base gasket ain't been on here, shouldn't be glued. There we go. Usually it takes a heat cycle for these green ones to truly glue down. So we'll pull that off. I think these Hyway kits come with a cylinder gasket, or base gasket, sorry. Don't know where I'm coming up with some of this stuff sometimes. Just my mind gets ahead of my mouth gets ahead of my mind on what I'm trying to say. Let's push out this. Oh, come on. It really wanting to go out that way. Punch. Try to get it out of there. There we go. Got a little bit more left to go. That should be it. Nope, not quite. There we go. So yeah, that's 50mm. Actually, no. That's 52 millimeter. Was it? Yeah. Yeah, it was. No, that's 50 millimeter because I ain't messed with that one yet. I believe. We'll double check it. But check in on her. No up and down movement. That's good. I mean, it's going to have some side to side, but still no up and down movement. Granted, this thing hadn't had but probably 5-10 tanks through it. It ain't had a whole lot in its lifetime. Let's pull out our Hyway cylinder. See what we get. We got a ring with it. I believe it come with a caber. Looks like we got a new twist pin bearing. This came from TriStar Supply. Got base gasket, exhaust gasket. Piston looks a pretty decent shape. Got circlips, got a wrist pin bearing, or wrist pin. Let's see. Let's compare up to this one. About the same. This is the big boy. This is 272 piston, or the 268. It might be a 268 piston. But there's a wrist pin. See what kind of C-clips we're working with. Don't particularly like that style. I like the one-eared ones, but it might be alright. Looks fairly rounded. It's a 2-ring setup like a regular stock 372. Got some rough edges right there, but we can touch that up with a file or some sandpaper. We can knock off that edge. See how the cylinder looks, feels. Cylinder's got good chamfering on all the ports. Ports are clean, real clean actually. There's very little flash in here. Intake, it's got just a touch of flash. We'll clean up. It's got a good roof on it where it actually angles down a little bit. Push it down into the block or into the bottom end. Overall, very good shape it looks to be. I'm gonna compare it up with their Pharmatech. Yeah, compared to a Pharmatech, the Hyway's got much bigger. Man, that's amazing. Much bigger transfers. Not the lowers, but the uppers. On the lowers, I would say they're actually might be a little bit bigger on the Pharmatech on the lowers, but the uppers on the Hyway are much, I guess you'd say, taller, and they have a better angle on them going. Yeah, they're angled much better. This was definitely a good call, especially as far as performance goes. I don't know if I'll be able to stick this guy down in there. Nope. Just going to measure the port height on those uppers, but yeah, this has got a lot of potential. Really good squish band in it compared to the Pharmatech. Looks fairly even, where the Pharmatech's definitely rolling. You can actually see in this one kind of high spot, low spot. So we're already improving there. So let's go ahead and stick this guy down, see what our squish is without a base gasket, and if that works as far as squish goes, we get a decent number without a base gasket, then we'll see what our timing numbers are. I'll grab my razor blade and take all this. So I can open this guy up. Put my trash down in my trash box. Actually cleaned it out earlier, so now we can truly use it again. Intake, okay. I don't know. I might change. Let's see how well the wrist pin bearing actually fits in here. Some of these can be pretty tight. Huh? No, that's pretty smooth. honestly. Better than the Farmer Tex. Farmer Tex, I had one that's super tight. Nah, honestly, I was not happy with it. I didn't end up using it. So, I think I threw it away because I got tired of trying to get it in and out. So, let's set this guy in there without the wrist pin bearings, or the circlips. Sorry, I don't know where my mind is tonight. It's here, but it ain't. There we go. I guess I'll throw a ring on it just, and we may just single ring it, proper style. We may just single ring it just to use a little bit less drag. I mean, for now, we're just going to throw a ring on the upper ringland. Leave the lower one alone for now. We just want to get it where it's not rocking around. Yep, needs to label top and bottom. Man, that's pretty slick. I like this. I like this a lot. Do like how they are numbered. Yeah, top. I like that. I think Hyway's really stepped the game up. So let's throw a ring on here. See that. And should have put it on before I put the piston on, but that's neither here nor there. Come on, open up. There you go. There we go. Slide this guy on down it. Pretty well trick it. Sometimes you get them to go in there, get it just right. There you go. Set it on down there. So at least it's not cranked down. It's not hitting the top of the cylinder. That's a good sign. And it's just flat top. Throw those guys down in there. Grab our Allen wrench, crank it down, see where our squish is at. Squish is good. Then we'll crank it up, crank our digital timing gauge, fire it up, get some timing numbers. I have a feeling they're going to be fairly decent. I believe these Hyways truly are out of the box better than the Farmer Tex. It was pretty darn good on this 268 cylinder, so I imagine this 272 ain't going to be too much different. There we go. Grab our solder. Straighten it back out. I'm going to cut a little piece off since I used it in that other video. There we go. We'll try straight ahead first. I'd say she's fairly tight. May not be perfect, but she's fairly tight. See it zeroed out. 28 thou. Not terrible. Better than both stock cylinders I had, or say stock, both Farmer Tex, Husqvarna, whatever you want to call it, it's Farmer Tex. Try the side here. Oh, come on. I'll set it on the ground. That way I have a little more control over it. That should flatten out. That's going to be pretty tight there. Yeah, 25 on that side. 26. The very smallest piece. Be up close to there. Yeah, 25. So anywhere from 25, 30 thousandths. So squish band ain't perfectly flat, but it's pretty decent. I think we throw some what's called bond or some Yama bond or Moto Seal, whichever I decide to use. Probably the Moto Seal. I've been using it fairly regular. We will probably end up at 28, 30 thousandths, somewhere in there. So, all right, we need to figure out how to keep you from jumping and jiving all over the place. Not quite you. I need something to set up under here to keep it from moving around. Let me see. Maybe I set. Maybe I set these pliers on there. What's making you shook and jive? Is that it? There we go. That's a little bit better. Alright, fire up our timing wheel. Let's grab a wrench. Doesn't have to be. There you go. Where did I set? I set it up underneath it. Nope, where I set it off now. There it is. Just I take an Allen wrench, try to get it up top dead center. Right about there. This one we're showing 18/19 thou. It's 10. It may still be. It'd probably be pretty close. So let's look in our intake, see where our intake timing's at. Looks like it closes right there. That says 69. Yeah, that's showing 77. Yeah, still 77. So we need to take it up back top. There you go. Split it right there for now. Get this thing where it doesn't rock as bad. This thing just flops around. I don't know how to really keep that from flopping around. And throw it like that. That's much better. Alright, let's try it again. Right there. 75. $69, so I need to split the difference. What's that? 6 degrees, so I need to go 3 degrees. Something like that. Let's try it again. About right there. 73. $73. All right, we're timed. So we're looking at 73 times 2 is 146 on the intake. Not bad, honestly. Add the box, that's not bad at all, really. So I could push that to, I I don't know, might push it to like 77. Put 4 degrees in it. That puts at what, 154. Not overly crazy on the intake, being that it's stop bore. I might push it. I'll push it to 178. But I don't think I'll push it out to not 178. 78 degrees opening and closing. 156 overall. I don't know. 78, 79, I may push it out to there. I don't think I'll push it to the full 160 or more. Let's see how our exhaust is. See where the first ray of light we at. Ooh, there we go. Nice flat roof on this thing too. First ray is there. 102. That's not bad numbers, honestly, for stock cylinder. I mean, that's giving it a couple of degrees. So first squeaks right there. First squeaks at 101. It's fairly well open at 102. I mean, I'd say fully open. Wait, let's see. Trying to get this thing. Help if I had a better flashlight. Yeah, first squeaks right there. 101. That's when it very first squeaks. Trying to get my angle right. This thing, she's about shot. You can see it dying off. Right there. Right at 101. So exhaust is opening at 101. See if we can see our transfers before this light gives out on me. Alright, so eyeballing it. We're going to have to go back around. Eyeballing, we are looking at somewhere around keep loosening up my, what's it called? Should have took the starter cover off. That's what's the catch is getting me. Starting to see it. Right there. Ooh. No, that can't be right. Let me double check my gotta get this thing to give me a little bit better light output. I'll swap these around. And we can get a little bit more out of it. I think I bumped my timing wheel a little bit, so let me check that real quick. Trust but verify. What we say, 73? No, it's still there. Okay. I thought we moved it, but maybe not. For some reason our what's it called is loosened up. Yeah, this battery's about shot. See right there. Yeah, it done moved around a little bit. Gotta things. Then close back out at 75. So yeah, we changed off 2 degrees. So I need to go back to 0. Go about a degree. Right in there. Try it again. .74, 71. So gotta go back a degree. So let's try it again. Said sometimes if you see something squirrely, it doesn't look right. Go back and try it again. What's going on here? Now it, for some reason it didn't register. So start it off again, get it pretty close. Somewhere in there. Zero it back out. Whatever reason, make sure it's zeroed. Whatever reason, it didn't decide to zero till I started turning it. Now we're showing 70, so I can already tell you, going back up, we gotta go a degree. Really a degree and a half, if you can get it. Alright, try it again. Still sitting at 70. Where are we sitting here? 76. So just go back up. Pull it 3 degrees. There we go. Now we should be in the ballpark again. .73. Alright. Double check our toss timing. First squeak's at 101. Okay, we're good there. Now let's get our transfer timing. Stay right there. So we got 26 degrees blowdown. Still not great. I would have loved, truly I would have loved for it to be. Let's see if we can get it any closer down through here. And yeah, it's really starting there at 125, but it truly opens at 127, it appears. Check the back transfer, should be just to verify. Yeah, right when you hear that click, that's when they really open. It's at 127. So 26 degrees blowdown, not optimal, but it's okay. 25 to 28 thousandths on squish, so we'll end up 28 to 30 after putting motor seal on it. Not bad squish. Not great, but it's not terrible. Intake time in the opening at 173, or opening and closing at 73 degrees means we have 146 degrees of intake timing for stock sauce. Not bad for aftermarket cylinder. And 101 on the exhaust. That's not bad, honestly. So my plans are obviously base gasket delete, moto seal. We will raise our intake to probably 78 degrees opening, 156 total. And then we're going to raise our exhaust roof up to, we're at 101. We may drop it down to like 99. Let it scream a little bit. But I believe we'll still have pretty good compression. Won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty decent. We're going to lower the wall on the exhaust port, or not exhaust port. The lower transfers. I guess you would call it the locator. Lower this down. Lower it down till it's about flush with the base, maybe just a touch above. Open up our lowers, widen our intake just a smidge, widen our exhaust just a smidge. Don't want to go too crazy on it because I want to keep the velocity up, and that's how we'll rock and roll. And I think it should make a pretty good runner. I'm not doing anything crazy, it's not anything experimental, but I think it should be a fairly strong runner. I think it'll be somewhat competitive with some guys. Some guys are definitely going to have an edge on me. I'm not nowhere near some of these guys by any means. I just think it's going to be fun to run, fun to compete in. It's going to come down to your chain, how hungry your chain is, how sharp your chain is. Do I think I'm going to win? No. But I would like to see what it can put up. So, probably going to take the rest of the night, pull this cylinder back off, and go ahead and start porting on it. Probably going to take intake timing out of our piston. So I really don't like lowering the exhaust port much. If I do, I'm just going to, not really going to change much of the port. Coming in just the very edge, I'd probably just dip it down just a little bit to help flow that air down into the case, and then just widen it just a titch. Can't widen it too much, but then on the exhaust we're going to widen it out pretty good, raise it to, I think we'll start at 99. I think should make a pretty good runner. Then transfers are going to be what they're going to be. We'll lower that dividing wall, or not dividing wall, but locator wall, and then open up the lowers, help them flow up into the uppers pretty good. I mean, it will increase case capacity a little bit, essentially lowering case compression, but if you're spinning it up, keeping it spun up, should be fine. So, hope y'all enjoyed the video. I really do. I know there was some stumbling around in there, just trying to get everything set up, make sure we're right. That's one thing I want to make sure is that we are right with our numbers. And then, like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope I can get this done for hopper stock. I know it's coming up probably right around a month from now. That way I can get this knocked out this week. Then go do some test cutting with it. See if there's anything I want to change with it, or think I can change with it, make it any more competitive. Then and we'll set it aside, get some of my other ones ready to go, and hopefully we'll be ready to rock and roll and have some fun, go cut some wood. So hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all found something you liked about it. Like I said, trying to make something competitive, and using a better cylinder at that. and better rings, because I've been using Farm Tech cylinder, piston, and ring, and I know they're not good rings. I know for a fact they're. I mean, they'll seal up, but I could already feel it losing compression. Not because of scoring, but the tension pulls out of those rings fairly quick, honestly. But without me jabbering out, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. We put out a fair amount of content each week. As always, I'm not doing the exact same saws over and over. There are little differences. It may not be as much as I want, or maybe you want sometimes, and I hate that. But I hope it does help somewhat. That I do some other saws between McCulloch's, Husqvarna's, Home Lights. Will be some steel coming up here soon. Pioneers. What else I got? Haven't really done anything with Poland yet. I think that's about it. And then y'all saw that new skill / Canadian / power machinery. That's all. We'll be playing with it up here soon as well. But yeah, if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. And love to hear from y'all in the comments. So send them my way, and we'll get chit-chatting about saws or whatever you want to talk about. If there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. And I will see y'all in the next one. Thanks, y'all. Bye.